The NFL season has been full of surprises, and one of the biggest talking points has been the Chiefs missing the playoffs. Let's be honest, the simple reason is that they weren't good enough this year. They struggled to find consistency, and even Patrick Mahomes, who has been phenomenal for years, didn't have the season people are used to seeing from him. Ultimately, the team hit a wall. The Chiefs finished as the third-best team in their division, but that's only because the Raiders underperformed. Other teams in the league simply played better football this season, and that's why Kansas City won't be dancing in January. Meanwhile, teams like the Ravens also fell short. They made changes at the head coach position after another underwhelming campaign. When Lamar Jackson was on the field, they still couldn't close games they should have won, and Buffalo managed to get the upper hand when they faced them. The Steelers, though not universally beloved, were able to get 2 wins against Baltimore, and the Bengals, despite Joe Burrow's presence, just didn't show enough to warrant postseason consideration. The narrative that Mahomes could have carried his team if they were somehow magically inserted into the playoffs is a stretch. The league is competitive, and when you look at teams like the Jaguars or the Texans, it's clear that Kansas City wasn't outperforming everyone else. Expectations are high when it comes to elite quarterbacks, and while Mahomes remains one of the best in the game, football is a team sport. One player, even as incredible as him, can't mask systemic weaknesses over a full season. Shifting focus back to the Bills, there's been a lot of chatter about the wide receiver situation heading into the Jacksonville game. Injuries are a major talking point, with Josh Palmer sidelined for practice and questions about Ty Johnson's availability after an ankle issue. The team has navigated these challenges with a mix of strategy and depth. Shakir and Brandon Cooks are expected to be key contributors, and Shavers is also slated to be active. Beyond them, there are 2 spots with 3 players competing for activation, including Kean, who may see limited snaps but could end up on the field due to Palmer's absence. It's a reminder of how every single roster move matters as the playoffs approach, especially when teams face uncertainty at positions like kicker. Matt Prater practiced fully, but with any lingering concerns, the Bills may need to activate Matthew right from the practice squad to ensure reliability on game day. A kicker's role can't be underestimated in playoff football, where games often come down to a single field goal or extra point. Dalton Konsanak's status has also been heavily scrutinized. He's been listed as limited multiple times, and his health has been carefully managed throughout the season. Injury management has been the guiding principle, keeping him available for critical moments without risking long-term setbacks. While he may not be on the field for every snap, his presence is a strategic advantage, especially on plays that require him to stretch the defense or make key receptions beyond 10 yards. He's proven capable of creating explosive moments when given opportunities, making him an essential piece of Buffalo's offensive puzzle alongside Dawson Knox, who has stepped up in recent weeks. The Bills' strategy in managing their receiving core is fascinating. With wide receiver injuries and limitations, they've leaned on a combination of tight ends and versatile pass-catching specialists to maintain offensive balance. Konsanak often serves in a third-down role, creating matchup advantages in the passing game, though his blocking ability isn't his strongest asset. Meanwhile, Knox provides a reliable option in the middle of the field, complementing Konsanak's skill set and giving quarterback Josh Allen multiple threats in different areas of the defense. The team's offensive design has been creative, assembling a Moneyball approach by combining pieces to maximize effectiveness rather than relying on a single-star wideout. This approach has worked well when executed properly, and credit goes to the coaching staff for adjusting on the fly. Heading into the matchup with Jacksonville, there's also the strategic chess game to consider. The Jaguars are a team that thrives in the passing game, but Buffalo's weakness in run defense presents a potential advantage for the visitors. The Bills will need to force adjustments, potentially forcing Jacksonville to alter their game plan or take risks in play calling. Trevor Lawrence has shown growth and experience, but playoff football demands precision and the ability to handle pressure in every phase of the game. Jacksonville's confidence is high, and with a young roster and a new coaching staff, they could be susceptible to overconfidence at key moments. That's where Buffalo's discipline and execution can tilt the scales. James Cook's performance this season deserves recognition as well. Taking the NFL rushing title is no small feat, and his consistency has been remarkable. Over 300 rushes, more than 1,600 yards, an average of 5.2 yards per carry, and 12 touchdowns showcase his value to the offense. Cook's ability to make big plays on crucial downs has been a highlight of the season and a factor in the team's overall success. His teammates' support and enthusiasm reflect just how much he's respected in the locker room. Beyond the numbers, the way the team rallied around his accomplishments demonstrates the culture the Bills have cultivated, one where individual achievement is celebrated in the context of collective success. On the receiving side, contributions from Gabe Davis, Shavers, and Brandon Cooks have been crucial in creating opportunities for Allen. While the roster isn't as deep at wide receiver as some teams might hope, these players have stepped up when called upon. Gabe Davis, in particular, has the potential for game-changing plays, and moments like his big catches serve to keep defenses honest. Even players who may not get every target are essential in maintaining the offensive rhythm and spreading the field. The balance between keeping Kontzanak healthy and maximizing production from the wide receivers has been a delicate but effective strategy throughout the season. Looking at the Jaguars, they bring a well-coordinated offense with multiple receivers who understand their roles, but Buffalo's experience and preparation could create key mismatches. It's a reminder that in playoff football, execution and awareness often outweigh pure talent. Teams that appear dominant on paper can be exposed if they aren't disciplined or if they underestimate the opponent. The Bills have learned that lesson over multiple playoff runs, understanding that preparation, adaptability, and attention to detail are just as important as athletic ability. As we dive deeper into the Bills' preparation for Jacksonville, attention turns to the tactical nuances of their offense and defense. With the Jaguars boasting a passing attack that has consistently challenged opponents, Buffalo's approach has been meticulous. They know that Trevor Lawrence thrives when his receivers execute precise routes, but the Bills' secondary has been drilled to anticipate patterns and close windows quickly. The balance between pressuring the quarterback and maintaining coverage discipline is critical. A single misstep can turn a third-and-long stop into a long gain, and in playoff football, every yard matters. The Bills have faced this challenge all season, and the way they handle Jacksonville will be a testament to their growth as a defensive unit. James Cook remains central to their offensive identity, and his ability to gain tough yards between the tackles has forced defenses to respect the run. His vision and acceleration allow him to turn minimal openings into first downs, keeping defensive coordinators guessing. On third and short or goal line situations, Cook's versatility in both power and outside runs makes him unpredictable. His impact is magnified when combined with the passing game, where Kontzanak and Knox stretch the field and keep defenders from stacking the box. This multidimensional approach forces the Jaguars to defend every inch of the field, making it difficult to focus on just one aspect of the Bills' offense. In practice, the team has been focused on timing and chemistry. Kontzanak, limited in practice but healthy enough for game day, has been working on sharp routes to ensure that Allen can trust his reads in the heat of the moment. Knox, a reliable safety valve, has continued to refine his releases off the line, making him harder to cover for linebackers and safeties. The wide receivers, Shavers and Cooks, have emphasized precision in their footwork and hand placement to maximize yards after the catch. Even minor adjustments in how they break on the ball or shield defenders can translate into critical first downs. In games this close, attention to these details can make the difference between a playoff win and an early exit. The kicker situation remains a talking point as well. Matt Protter's practice participation signals readiness, but the Bills are prepared to activate Matthew right from the practice squad if needed. Kicking may not seem glamorous, but a reliable kicker can decide the outcome of a postseason matchup. Whether it's a long field goal to tie the game in the final minutes or a short extra point that seals the score, these plays carry immense weight. Coaches and players alike understand that preparation for every scenario, including special teams, is essential. In a playoff atmosphere, there's no margin for error. Jacksonville enters this matchup as a confident team, but the Bills see opportunities to exploit their tendencies. The Jaguars rely heavily on their passing game, and while they are effective, their offensive line can be tested under pressure. Buffalo's defensive front has spent the season studying film, looking for subtle patterns in protection schemes and quarterback habits. For example, anticipating the timing of Lawrence's throws or recognizing formations that signal quick passes versus deep shots can allow the defensive backs to be in the right position at the right time. These split-second reactions are often the difference in playoff football, where speed, awareness, and discipline converge. The psychological element cannot be overlooked either. The Bills have experienced postseason heartbreak in past seasons, and that history informs their preparation. They know that confidence must be tempered with focus, and that energy on the sideline can be contagious. Veteran players are guiding the younger ones, ensuring that adrenaline doesn't override technique. Meanwhile, the Jaguars, while talented and energetic, are still susceptible to the pressures of a high-stakes environment. A disciplined defensive response or a timely turnover can shift momentum dramatically, and Buffalo aims to capitalize on those moments. Allen's leadership remains pivotal. His ability to read defenses, adjust plays at the line of scrimmage, and deliver accurate throws under duress is what elevates the offense. While the team's weapons are essential, Allen's decision-making and poise set the tone. Whether it's a perfectly timed slant to Konsanak, a deep sideline throw to Shavers, or a check down to Cook that turns into a big gain, his choices determine how efficiently the offense moves the ball. Each play is a test of timing, chemistry, and execution, and in the playoffs, every decision is magnified. James Cook's recognition as the league's leading rusher this season is a reflection of consistency and skill, but it's also the result of the team working cohesively around him. Offensive linemen, tight ends, and receivers all play a role in creating space and opportunities. His combination of vision, patience, and explosiveness has allowed him to break big runs and convert key situations. The respect he commands from opposing defenses opens windows for the passing game, which Allen has exploited effectively throughout the season. In playoff matchups, the ability to threaten defenses both on the ground and through the air keeps the opposition guessing. The receiving core, though impacted by injuries, continues to demonstrate adaptability and professionalism. Konsanak and Knox remain essential cogs, with each providing unique skills that complement Allen's style. Konsanak's role as a mismatch threat on third downs ensures that defensive coordinators cannot ignore him, while Knox's ability to find soft spots in zones and secure contested catches maintains offensive balance. Shavers and Brandon Cooks bring speed, reliability, and experience, ensuring that the Bills have multiple options across the field. The blend of youthful energy and seasoned experience allows the team to adjust to different game situations without sacrificing efficiency. Buffalo's offensive game planning against the Jaguars also emphasizes unpredictability. By mixing tempo, formations, and personnel groupings, they aim to keep Jacksonville guessing and off balance. Play action, misdirection, and pre-snap motion create confusion and open lanes for Cook, Konsanak, and the wide receivers. This strategic layering maximizes the effectiveness of the Bills' strengths while mitigating potential weaknesses. The coaching staff has emphasized situational awareness, ensuring that players understand down and distance, opponent tendencies, and when to take calculated risks. Execution in these moments often dictates the outcome of playoff games. Before we dive back in, make sure to hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Your support helps us keep delivering the latest Buffalo Bills updates straight to your screen. And hey, don't hold back. Let us know your thoughts on today's news down in the comments. Mike Vrabel, the fiery head coach of the Tennessee Titans, ignited a storm of controversy after the latest clash with the Buffalo Bills. Sources close to the team suggest that Vrabel, known for his blunt and unfiltered approach, unleashed a tirade that has left Bills fans boiling with anger. According to insiders, the coach didn't hold back in his post-game comments, taking aim at the Bills' strategy, execution, and even questioning the leadership of key players on the squad. The remarks, described as both scathing and pointed, are said to have targeted the Bills' defensive schemes, hinting that the team relied on predictability rather than adaptability. Vrabel allegedly highlighted moments where Buffalo's offensive line faltered and where decision-making appeared questionable, fueling speculation that the Titans' sideline might have anticipated certain plays in advance. Observers noted that the coach's tone was unusually aggressive, straddling the line between professional critique and personal attack. Fans on social media immediately erupted, dissecting each word and reacting with fury. Some Bills supporters argue that Vrabel's comments cross a line, portraying them as not just criticism, but an intentional provocation designed to get under the team's skin. Others suggest that this could be a psychological tactic, intended to unsettle Buffalo before a potential playoff run, though such a strategy carries the risk of inflaming public opinion. Analysts are divided. While some hail Vrabel's candor as part of his competitive edge, others warn that such statements could backfire, motivating the Bills more than intimidating them. Speculation is also rife about whether Vrabel's comments will have repercussions beyond social media uproar. Team insiders suggest that front offices on both sides are likely weighing the fallout, particularly in the context of league image and sportsmanship. The intensity of Vrabel's criticism has fueled rumors that locker room tensions could rise, and that Buffalo's players might feel compelled to respond, on the field or through pointed statements of their own. Whether this marks the beginning of a heated rivalry or a one-off outburst remains to be seen. However, one thing is clear. Mike Vrabel has managed to capture the spotlight, turning a post-game moment into a story that has Bills fans seeing red. Sports pundits are now eagerly awaiting the next encounter, predicting that the atmosphere will be charged and every play scrutinized under the shadow of Vrabel's incendiary words. That's a wrap for now. If you enjoyed the video and want to stay on top of all things Buffalo Bills, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. We'd love to hear what you think in the comments. See you in the next update.